The first update of Fortnite Season 3 Chapter 4 has a ton of changes you guys do not want to miss, including new bosses that drop mythic weapons, free rewards, and much more. So if you want any of the new skins coming to the item shop, I am still gifting 5 subscribers every single day who drop a like, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment with their epic ID. Huge thank you to these viewers, and if you guys want to be an absolute legend, please type Doom in the Fortnite item shop right now, because it really helps me and my videos. So first off, guys, you only have 2 more days to finish this community battles event, and you'll definitely want to do this because you can get the free winged cavalry back bling, which is actually a pretty cool back bling, and it is pretty easy to do. You just have to go to the Fortnite community battles website, as you guys see here. You can just Google it or whatever, and then log in with your Epic account, and then once you see that you can track your progress, you should be good to go. So just go ahead and type in this island code here to find the Space Battle Ultima map, and I think it's just basically a regular free-for-all map, and you have to get 50 eliminations total, which isn't that difficult, to be honest. It's pretty fast-paced, so it won't take you too long, and you don't have to get it in one match. It can be across different games. So once you've done that, it says it may take up to 1 hour after your latest match for it to update, so just be patient with that, but eventually you will be awarded this back bling for free. This event is ending on June 22nd at 4 a.m. Eastern, so like I said, guys, only a couple days, and make sure you guys do that. But moving on, we actually have a brand new event happening now, and it's called the Nike and Fortnite Airphoria collaboration, and they've got a pretty cool trailer you guys are seeing here. But basically, there's going to be a Nike Air Max themed UEFN map, and it says it's going to feature Nike designed skins, cosmetics, and special rewards for Dot Swoosh members. So the actual website with all the details isn't quite up yet, so we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow to get some more specifics, but I'm definitely excited to see what this map is going to be all about. Our only hint is that it's called the Ultimate Sneaker Hunt, so it'll probably be some sort of scavenger hunt type thing. But moving on, now we have a whole separate limited time mode that's codenamed Arnold right now, and weird enough, it says the Inquisitor is going to be a boss in the LTM, as well as Huntmaster Saber. So that is pretty interesting to me. I can't wait to see what this actually is, because that's 2 pretty random characters that are going to be bosses. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that to release in game. But Fortnite leakers have also discovered that Epic is going to be releasing a splash version of the Slap Juice, which is going to function just like the Chug Splashes, and apparently it's even going to be an exotic just like the Chili Chug Splashes. So hopefully they don't make it too hard to find, because these will be really good, especially if they give you a speed boost as well. And yeah, it might turn out being the best heals in the game we've ever had. Now, I've seen a lot of people complain about the lack of mobility this season after they removed a ton of stuff like the Spider-Man gloves and the ODM gear. And well, you guys will be happy to hear that the Grapple Gloves are likely returning very soon, because a new NPC has been updated to actually sell these Grapple Gloves again. I mean, this item fits this season's theme perfectly, so it's no surprise they're bringing it back. And well, it turns out they're also probably bringing back the Quad Crashers. Leakers have discovered in the files that they've added new spawn locations for them, so that means they could literally be in game any second now. Finally, in order to address the mobility issue, Epic has also decided to unvault the Shockwave grenades, but for some reason they're only unvaulting them in 0 build, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I think everyone likes Shockwave grenades, so I'm sure you guys are happy to hear that. And next up, guys, we have a ton of leaked augments that we can expect to be activated anytime now. So I'll show all of them on screen, but I'm not going to go through them all individually. Some of the interesting ones I wanted to point out, though, was the Splash Party augment first, which says it'll give you 6 Chug Splashes, or the upcoming Slap Splashes that we talked about earlier. So I'm hoping that one releases soon. We have another augment that will give you less recoil with the Flapjack rifle, a Mud Warrior augment, which will heal you all the way up to 100 HP and 50 shield, which sounds pretty good. And then finally, we have one codenamed Fire Armory, which sounds like it'll give us one of the fire-related exotics, but hey, it would be even cooler if it was a brand new one. So yeah, I hope to see these augments in game very soon. But moving on to a small minor update, it looks like the Coral Buddies are going to return this season, but this time it could just be in plushie form, because there's a new quest tag that mentions a Coral Buddy plushie. So I'm hoping it ends up being one of those secret XP quests that we used to get back in chapter 2, because I feel like we haven't had one of those in a while, so this would be perfect for those to come back. And now the update we've all all been waiting for is the new Relic Boss that'll be on the map. You'll be able to find him in the jungle area using the Wild Guard variant, and he has this custom animation where he's looking around. And when you take him out, you'll get an achievement called Hunt the Hunter. But more importantly, he's gonna drop 2 different mythic weapons. The first one is the Mythic MK Alpha Assault Rifle, which I'm sure all of us can't wait to get our hands on. Even though they did reduce the fire rate of it a little bit, the mythic version should be pretty OP. And he will also drop the new mythic cloaking device that we saw in the trailer. And this will work just like the Predator mythic that we got all the way back in Chapter 2, Season 6. And well, this time around, I think it's gonna be much better just because of how much of the map has that jungle terrain, which will make it super hard to see people. And I'm wondering if they're gonna show Relic on the minimap like they do with the high card bosses. But since he's undercover, I feel like they won't, which will probably make him pretty difficult to spot, kind of like how Wolverine was kind of hard to find. So yeah, I cannot wait to try to hunt him down in game. It turns out there's a lot more unreleased weapons we may see very soon as well. The first one is called an explosive repeater rifle, which apparently even has a mythic version in the files already. It'll have about a 3-meter explosion radius, so I guess that'll give you kind of an idea of how it'll work. And we'll be able to find it in floor loot, chests, display cases, and even the scout specialists will hold it. Remember, there's also that weird chain launcher item that's in the game right now that I showed you guys in my last video, and it can prevent things from going past it, so I guess that's pretty cool. And another really interesting detail was discovered by a data miner named Chaos, because apparently this chain launcher uses a Lego chain links, and well, we know Epic is working on a huge collab with Lego already, so I guess it turns out we probably will see this launcher. It'll just be a part of that event. And separate from the Lego event, Epic is working on a new Backpack Minigun, and its current description says it has a high rate of fire, a huge magazine size, and it is very inaccurate unless you're aiming down sights. So this makes me think it's not going to be as overpowered as Brutus's Mythic Minigun, because that thing was ridiculous, but I'm still excited to see this in game either way. We also of course have that new pistol that we saw in the trailer, and it's displayed by Lorenzo in like the promotional game art for the season, so hopefully that thing ends up being good. And we also have some sort of shotgun in the files that we don't know a lot about, but if you guys watched my last video, you saw there's a ton of Jurassic Park Easter eggs this season. And well, the main weapon they use in Jurassic Park is this version of a spaz shotgun, so I'm thinking there's a good chance that that shotgun in the files could be this. But moving on, we just got a fresh new leak about the new Marvel and Fortnite comic book series that was supposed to be coming out this summer. And well, it looks like we got some sort of confirmation in an email, because someone responded about it and referred to it as the Order Restored Fortnite x Marvel Comics, which is a completely new name, and it makes it seem like it may be showing us how the Imagined Order was created. So hopefully we get an official release date on this soon, because I love seeing these comics and getting a lot more backstory on the entire Fortnite storyline. And speaking of the storyline, we know there's going to be a lot more of these Sloan audio logs as the season goes on, so this will obviously give us a ton of information about this season's story, and we'll eventually know what Sloan's ultimate plan is. But also guys, remember the Summer Splash event should be happening in around a month, and here are some of the skins in the concept survey from Fortnite that we could expect to see this summer. Remember, it's also likely that we're going to get a summer version of TNTina, since after Paradise Meowscles, she's the last person from that Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass that hasn't gotten a summer style, so I bet a lot of you guys are excited about that. And it looks like Fortnite is still working on that Moss Legends skin pack, because they've been updating the files related to the Moss Omega's pickaxe, which they haven't touched in a while. And while obviously that theme goes perfectly with this season, so it would make sense that it finally releases now. And this would give a lot of people a chance to at least get a version of the Carbide and Omega all the way back in Chapter 1 Season 4. So I bet a lot of people missed out on that, or maybe even have new accounts now. So yeah guys, the update is dropping tonight, and we'll finally get to see the super styles for this season. So drop a like if you learned something new, and then definitely check out this video if you missed it.